Get it? Alright. Go like you on the page already? Ready? Sound okay? Sound check? Sound check?
Yeah, sounds okay.
All right. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, folks. Thanks for rejoining us. Thanks for joining us. So just the other day we were here, and precisely we were here on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday was the 20th of January, and we were back here in the 72nd area. Precisely, we are back at Camp Ramrod, the AFL barracks. Of course, just the other day when we came, we stood at this very location, Josh and myself, and on that day the AFL started barricading the entire Camp Ramrod. Their barracks, of course, giving the residents here a 14 days period or 14 days grace period to evacuate their property. So today we're back. We just want to show you progress as it relates to the 14-day period that was given to residents here by the AFL, and of course to let you know that now residents have started evacuating the property in accordance with the AFL directive that was given for the 14 days. So if you can look behind us and look at this property right here, it's one of the properties that we were showing you just the other day, and the fellow was telling us that of course this property belonged to him, and he was begging for an additional time to remove his boot and all of that. But now as you was looking at it, the folks are doing what I can consider as self-demolition. They're removing the properties themselves, and we just want to show you what the progress looks like as residents now here at Camp Ramrod or the 72nd Barracks have started evacuating the property already since the AFL started barricading the 72nd Barracks. So we're going to show you the work that's ongoing, or we're going to show you as residents removing, structures from along the road. Now, where we are currently is just the front portion of the barracks. We are yet to go into the community itself. We went there just the other day and we were showing you homes. But when we came, we toured the place, and we already have noticed residents that are occupying some of the structures belonging to the AFL have already started departing those structures already. So we will go into the neighborhood and show you, but just walking along the 72nd Boulevard itself, follow us, let's show you. My name is Anthony Williamson. I'm with my colleague Damara. I'm with my colleague Masiami Kane, and Josh is on camera. So this is it, Josh. Basically, let's focus on the work that is being done. Let's focus on the demolition itself. As we walk through, you've seen they're removing zinc, they're removing their containers, they're cracking the walls, and active work is ongoing. These guys are the ones helping, the folks to demolish the structures. As you can see, the fellow there is cracking this giant-sized pillow that has steel in it. Obviously, I guess to make use of the steel also, some of them are doing self-demolition, at least to save a few materials, because most of these people will be moving in other locations, and they probably might be
February there, right?
They might be building other structures. Yes, basically by the 3rd of February, the 14-day period will elapse, right?
Yes.
Definitely. So, but let's move on, folks. You've seen the folks here are very busy, and you see the fellow on top of the zinc there, on top of the roof there. He's removing the zinc himself, trying to make sure he can. How are you, boss? Are these your properties?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Pat. Come closer. Let me ask you just a question. Sorry, I know you are beyond the barbed wire, but of course, how long have you been here? Introduce yourself for me, please.
My name is Joseph Kelechi, local Autopass.
Oh, you had Autopass here. Oh, this one, eh? Okay, so I mean, obviously, you are following the order of the army in removing your structure. I understand how it feels, but what do you make of the fact that you are obviously complying with the AFL?
The timing to me is impromptu and is quite urgent. One would have expected that before such a vision will come on, we could have had a notice of at least 6 months to enable us. Look at just the way we are just dangling all over the whole thing. So the timing is what I don't even know what the story behind the ownership and whatever. I rented the place I rented the place for a business.
Okay.
So, but the timing is what is not adding up to me as a person.
Did you rent the property from the army?
Pardon?
Did you rent this place from the army?
No, it wasn't from the army. I rented it from an individual.
From an individual?
Yes. It appears to be a transfer of aggression because we were not a part of the bargaining. Now we rented it from somebody only for us to be evicted without a proper notice.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I understand how you feel, but it's good that you are, cooperating with the process.
That has to be done because law is law. Yeah. So no one can go against the law. So as long as the law says we should leave, so we are complying. Of course, you see my place is already out. Sure. Yeah.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Yes, so that's, Masami, you heard it from him. He's one of those who's affected and he's obviously complying. But again, every resident here has the same, they're saying the same thing. They weren't given sufficient time and all of that. You did, excuse me, sir, sorry, please. So, basically, he's concerned that he's rented the place from someone else. That's another thing.
Imagine renting a place a month ago and then after 2-3 months, the military comes and say that we need our place. It's so much frustrating, seriously. Especially if you are just opening your business. But then, I think the people need to understand that the military, they are about to recruit more soldiers. And this place is needed, for military news, to be precise.
Sure. And of course, that's it. So, folks, you are seeing the work on going. We spoke to the fellow. He sounds Nigerian, eh?
Yes.
But of course, a lot of auto parts shops are owned by foreigners, so it's obvious. But again, he's frustrated. He wasn't given sufficient time. Unfortunately, he's been renting a place from someone else and not from the army.
The question there is, how did he get this area?
Sure.
Yeah, that's the question.
But that's the thing also. Liberians are renting out government property to other people. That's another thing we need to talk about. The ownership of this place really was not given to anyone as far as we are concerned. So having it rented out to someone, it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
A situation, I think it occurred or the conference center in
the Unity Conference Center with a similar issue.
Yeah, similar issue. Yeah, a lot of people complain that they rented the area from somebody else. Some people say, "Oh, I bought this place from someone else, and we are not given sufficient time."
So that's it. So I think this message has to go out to folks who are renting out government properties to people, and not giving them the actual information that these properties will be taken eventually. So folks, let's walk through and show you more. You can just focus the camera on the structures as they are being demolished, and you're seeing barbed wires. From the little distance that we've walked, you're seeing lots of structures are being demolished. But another thing that I know is that most of the structures that are along the road are not permanent structures; they're just temporary structures. So the evacuation, is good. But those are the actual. If you see the lady there, she has stuff on her hair. She's taking, her belongings from the community itself. She's coming out. But let's walk along the road as we walk through, so that we can eventually go into the community itself and see if we can probably hear from some of the community dwellers. But basically, we'll still hear the same story. They weren't given sufficient time and all of that. And then there are the very angry ones who are throwing jabs,
Especially for those who've been there for the past 10 to 15 years.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to believe that there are some people who've been there for 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So we all right, George. So, sir, sorry, let me not interrupt your interview, but I just want to join you. Also, George, you can come a little closer. Let's have him in the frame. Sir, sorry, let me join the fellow too. Yeah.
Since last year, they give all the time and did the time that reaches for all the vacate the area.
Sorry, did I hear you say last year you were giving a time?
Yeah, a proper time.
Yes,
so this the proper time from last year 2025 to this year 2026.
Yeah.
This time this month is a grace period of time they give us for all to vacate the area. So we know, and it's not strange. So we will have to object to authority instruction. We just have to go by it.
What do you say to people who think they weren't given sufficient time? A lot of people out here say they weren't given sufficient time, but you were saying they were given time since last year.
Yeah, they gave us time, but maybe those people they want to be disobedient to order, but I don't think when the authority give order, we have to obey. But the Bible says we should obey authority. So there are people, others want to oppose authority, and I don't think in my own mind is correct. They are people called rebellious. Rebellious. Those who don't want to obey, they are rebellious.
You got property here?
No, I don't have property. This is my property. I was selling here.
Okay. And you were informed last year that by this time of the year they will be coming for the property.
Yeah.
Last year at what month?
In the month of from August.
Yeah.
Okay, from August.
So how long have you been here?
Oh, I've been living month. I've been making my business. But the time has reached for the people to take over their facilities.
Okay.
So they inform us that we should vacate the area. So upon hearing the instruction, it's my bound duty to leave.
So were you given money?
No, I don't receive any money from anybody.
Okay. But you acknowledge that since last year, I remember I was here, it was in July of last year, August, July, like around there, and the AFL gave, that time. I came here with them when they did, give that ultimatum. So you admit that you were here when the AFL came?
Yeah, I was here when they instructed us.
Yeah.
And they gave us notice, grace period of time.
Okay.
There is a time this month for us to vacate the area.
Right.
So upon receiving the notice, there's no need for us to still. Then that is an opposing authority.
Right.
So I need to leave the place.
Thank you very much. You say your name again?
I'm Pastor Tiba.
All right, Reverend. Thanks for talking to us. So yes, we just spoke to Pastor Tiva, and we keep mentioning this, Masiami, that last year we were here also. You remember when the AFL were conducting the training with the joint security? That was when they came here. They also, they installed their booths and everything, their tents here in the barracks. And I remember the chief of staff, along with his men, they were here talking to community dwellers, that they will eventually come for their property. So at least it's good that we're having people who are admitting that they were here time last year, and they are aware.
Yeah, they are aware about the situation. So this a warning to others who are building, buying government properties. I don't care whether 50 years or in time to come, the government will go after their properties.
Eventually.
Yeah.
So let's go further, folks. Thank you very much. So let's go further. But you're seeing, stuffs belonging to residents are being brought out. Right there is the actual structure. This is one of their buildings, belonging to the military. Some of these structures have been here for ages, Masinami. As history depicts, most of the people who are occupying this place back then, a few years back, a lot of them were former combatants or former military officers or spouses of military officers. Have been occupying. Yes, let's go further. Have been occupying this barracks. And Camp Ramrod has been one of the most respected barracks of the AFL in history. If you go in history, a lot of former soldiers and I had a conversation when they watched our previous video, and they were telling me about Camp Ramrod, and they were like, during the war you couldn't come anywhere closer to Camp Ramrod. It took fighters a lot of work to be able to capture this place during the war, if you know the history and all of that. So ever since the war ended, folks have been occupying this place. They've been squatting here, and that has been the timeline. And the fellow there made it clear to us that they have been getting ultimatum over the years to leave the property. So if you see this screen, this giant size screen, or this very large screen, of course, is trying to remove this container right here, as you can see right behind us here. They are trying to remove it. So since it's not a permanent structure, they're just going to jack it and get it out of here. Just like several of them are still trying to remove their structure. See, this was a tailoring shop right there, and the folks there are removing their stuff from within there. The residents there are also still occupying the property. If you look there, there's an entire family. You're seeing the kids, you're seeing a lady who looks like the mom, and they're still inside the property. Some of these people, is going to take them some time to evacuate this. How are you, ma'am? don't know how she keeps staring at us. Yes, but let's go further, Masami. I hope the sound is okay.
Yeah, it sounds.
So for those of you watching, Masami, we could probably start reading some of their comments. But Josh, there's folks still inside of the very properties of them, themselves. So I mean, this is going to take a lot of work. The AFL will have to really, exert some serious effort to be able to get these people out of here. But those who are doing business, the ones that are doing, how you do, guys? The ones that are doing business are actually removing their properties from along the road. But the actual residents, those who are residing in the structures belonging to the AFL, are the ones who are yet to leave the properties. So, Josh, if you just zoom in a little bit, how you do, guys? If you just zoom in a little bit, you see the soldiers there. They're still mounting the barbed wire. At Masami, if you look closely, they're still creating, the bounce. They're still trying to barricade the property itself.
So they're facing
So yes, there you have it. So we're going to go into the neighborhood, I think from that side, from the red light angle. So let's go further, Josh. But yes, those are soldiers still busy, still working, still trying to barricade the property. We've been here since Tuesday. Yeah, that's all. We've been here since Tuesday. The sound is okay? We've been here since Tuesday, so today is Friday, yeah? So let's probably say it's almost like 4 days now. Yeah, it's almost like, let's just say approximately 4 days. But yes, but let's go further, Josh. You can let's go further. Let's go further. There are still folks who are still occupying the properties. Folks are still selling, Josh, if you can show. Stores are still open. They still got markets, operating along the road. There's a drugstore. There's an electrical store that's still functional. The folks are still there. Probably once the AFL is done barricading the entire structure, enforcement itself will start, but we've not seen them forcing anyone. They're not chasing anyone out, basically. They're just currently trying to barricade the entire property. So that's it. See my brother here, he's still changing his lay money right by the area for him. He will just live for a boot and carry the horse. He ain't got no. How are you, sir? Do you have anything like a property here?
I got no problem here. I got no problem. I just sitting here for the government anytime.
Okay. Thank you very much. How long have you been here?
I've been here for 5 years now. I've been here also.
You living in the barracks?
No.
Okay, you don't live here. All right, but you just sit by the road where you live, boat, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So let's go further. Now, speaking of permanent structures, yeah? Speaking of permanent structures, Masami, look at where the barbed wire is, and look at this structure right here, this particular one. It's a permanent structure, like a 2-story structure, And this is obviously going to two things. It's either the AFL decides to make use of this property, or they can demolish it. It's up to them. But it's still there. It's a giant size structure. It's a store. Several stores right beneath this one. But obviously, probably the AFL can choose to maintain it or remove it. There's another one there. If you look further, right by this one, there's another one. It's also part of the barricade. So let's go further, then we can enter the neighborhood from that end and see if we can. Just the other day we were here, in this very particular location. And some of these barbed wires, be careful, Josh. Some of these barbed wires were not installed. So currently now we have 2 layers of them already. And I mean, basically, you can access this neighborhood from anywhere. Before you could just enter from anywhere and just go to the neighborhood, but now they have specific entry points now. So I don't know the strategy that the AFL is using to probably barricade the entire place first and then start the enforcement of evacuation, because they're not evacuating anyone. As you can see, if you look there, there are permanent structures. Look, there's a school building. In fact, it's called Shina Daycare Elementary and High School. If you can just zoom in on that a little bit, just further ahead of us, as you can see, there's a school building. It also falls within the property. There are other structures that look like residence of, for people. Then we have entertainment centers right by the roads. We have garages where, there are a bunch of cars lined up. just the other day we were here, and by the time the soldiers were just planting these posts, and now they got barbed wires on them. This is a long conversation, Masami. I mean, this is an entertainment center belonging to one fellow that we spoke to the other day when we were here, and he was, I mean, very frustrated that he wasn't given sufficient time, you know, and all of that. But again, there are people giving testimonies.
And the owner of this property just renovated this place.
Sure.
Yeah, months back before the Christmas. Yeah, so.
So, like, I mean, if you can just show the camera here, in here, you see how beautiful it is. It appears they just renovated it. It's like an entertainment center, a famous one too.
It's called Help Yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, Help Yourself.
Masami probably know a lot of these places. So this place is called Help Yourself, and if you know the famous Help Yourself, it falls within the AFL boundary already. So, I mean, basically, it will be probably demolished or maintained and be used for the army, you know. It's up to them to decide what they want to do. So this is the barricade. I think this is where it ends, as you can see. This is where it ends. So it goes into the neighborhood from this, you know, from this side. It goes into the neighborhood from this side. So
Tony, the question is that there are a lot of people in the comment section wants to know how many acres of land.
Yeah, basically, we'll have to determine that. But this is quite, you know, a large piece of land, to be sincere. It's an entire neighborhood. Think of what a barrack may look like. It's an entire neighborhood. So this is where it ends, and then this entire side is the red light side. It goes towards the red light side. So I don't know. We're gonna probably go back, and then we can enter into the neighborhood just. So let's just go right back where we come from.
So what you want to say? I want to tell
So we're going further, folks. We're going further. I mean, the conversation continues, Masami. I mean, the dissatisfaction, of course, but these things will happen. I don't know, but in most cases, in most countries, there are instances like that, like this one precisely. There's always government and residents going at each other for government property. Of course, it's government's responsibility to accommodate its people. Just the other day, the director of the housing authority was at Mika, and she was talking about how government is working on improving housing across the country, and you name it. But again, while it's true that these residents that are here have to evacuate the property belonging to the AFL, you can also look at it from another angle. A lot of them are vulnerable people, in my mind. Think of one of the trending video that's going around about one of the fellows, you know, asking the president, not in fact asking government to pay him. In his words, I've been taking care of government property for years, so government gotta give me money. Yeah, government gotta pay me. Do you understand? Okay, yeah, so we can go into the neighborhood from here. Are you sure? All right, so Josh, we can go into the neighborhood from here.
So once again, we are just joining. I would like to say welcome. Let's now go back to the comment section. So Solomon Edo will say, hi guys, now the army is ready. What these so-called politicians can go stop the soldier. Also, Martin Saki said, I would like to say thanks to the folks of the armed forces for good. The AFL and the government should please compensate them. So Alex said, wait for 14 days to finish. So keep your comments coming. So this person said, Liberians must start respecting other people's properties. Moses Davis said, help yourself and all. So Pikasi said, thank God at least they have been brought around their businesses. So Roosevelt Kerma said the people did well by taking care of the place during the Civil War. Alfonso said, I'm watching you guys from EGX Ministerial Complex. Thanks so kindly for the updates, and we hope and pray that all goes well. So keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming. So Post Style is watching. Post Style is watching. Tony Konya is watching. Thanks for watching. Emma Castro is watching. Thanks for watching. Keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming. So we are still here. We are still here broadcasting to you live at the 72nd Barracks, where the military force gave civilian 14 days to vacate these residents. About residences, the move will affect thousands of homeless, many families. In an interview with them, all of them said that they have been here for the past, they have born their children, depend on small business in the area to Zoba. So there are a lot of parents who are worried about school disruption, like school that is in this 72nd Barracks. So community leaders are also questioning land authority, saying the military may be claiming more lands than what was originally acquired. So they are calling for dialogue, transparency, and relocation support instead of forced eviction. So we are still here broadcasting to you live at the 72nd Barracks. So I would like to encourage you to please share this live broadcast. I'm here with my colleagues Anthony Williams, Emmanuel George, and Marcia McGonnell. So let's now go back to the comment section. So Sadiki Kabasi, AFL baby. Marvin Wasno is watching. Marvin, thanks for watching. Alfred Domar said hi, I'm watching live from AFL single. Alfred, thanks for watching. Kima Katuma is watching from Green Lane Supermarket. Thanks for watching, Kuma. Aloysius Andrew say cuddles to the AFL. Michael said this is a good one for our country. So Michael, thanks for watching. Charles and Dila is watching. Nancy Bala said very, very deplorable. So keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming. So George said they should be paying government for staying there all those years without paying rent. So Hero Faith said, I'm grateful to you people with loves from Europe. So thanks to Kali. So keep your comments coming. Love said, I'm watching with District number 10, Mozzarella County. Albert Jazz Head. I'm following you guys from Abratu Community, RRA Highway. Asia Jackson said, watching from a residence, USA. So Moses Kutu is watching. Moses, thanks for watching. Also keep your comments coming. Keep your comments coming, and please share this live broadcast, and also invite others to watch along with you. So we are still here. We are still here broadcasting to you. So Albert said, let them come Carisbury. We sell laying here for 1,600 for logs. So that's gonna be quite funny. So Augustine is watching. Sarah Swain is watching. Philip says, so after all the notice, they are still here in Rely like nothing is going on. Prince said, I'm watching from Grand Cape County live. So Prince, thanks for watching. Cyrus G. Leah said, I'm Cyrus Leah, watching you from Nema County, Ganta City. Destin the Stone said, I'm watching from USA. So thanks for watching. Royal Kamara said, following from USA, development comes with pain. So development comes with pain.
So yes, Tell me, this is the entry to the actual neighborhood itself.
Yeah.
So we're just showing the portion that's on the road. Just showing the portion that's on the road, but we are into the neighborhood itself, and you can see these are one of the properties belonging to the AFL themselves. This particular structure right here, as you can see, there are folks still occupying them.
Yeah.
Josh, if you can just go a little closer, try and walk along the stairs there, or maybe you can follow me. Be careful, there are nails, and just follow me. Take your own time, as you can see right here. If you can just follow me, this is one of the properties, and right here we still have folks residing in this particular one. They've got clothes, hanging on the lines here, and there are people still residing in this particular one. Same case with several of them within the neighborhood. There are folks still residing in them. So, like I keep saying, it's probably going to take some time before those residing in these properties can evacuate them. But when it comes to those who have commercial structures along the road, like right by the front view here, they're all removing their properties already. So let's see if we can go into the community itself and show you, just to see how the evacuation process is going. So yes, these are we are already into the neighborhood itself, and there are structures that are also being demolished within the neighborhood itself, as you can see. But a lot of them are just temporary structures. So right here, they're bringing down all of these structures. As you can see, right by my left-hand side here, there's another structure right here that has been brought down. Josh, maybe we can just walk in between here so we can see if there are still occupants in some of the structures belonging to the soldiers themselves. This one looks empty. It doesn't look like there is anyone in this one. You can just come a little closer. Let's see. I don't want to invade anyone's privacy, but this one is quite empty, and the doors are locked, and there is nobody in there. If you don't have to, but if you look in there, there is no one in there, and it's completely empty. So let's see if we can go here quickly and just walk in between the neighborhood and show you what the structures look like. But right here, if you see here, it says AFL Fakit by 3rd February 2026. AFL Fakit by 3rd February 2026. That's the deadline. 2026 by the 3rd of February. The AFL is not expecting that anyone will be occupying these properties. So if you look here, we still have folks residing in some of them, like this one. There are occupants in this one. This one right here. There are also occupants in this one, and right here. This one, it still has the same Fakit by February 3. There are also the AFL has also marked that one. Alma, how you do?
Fine.
Okay, you want to talk to me about the whole evacuation, Benny? Introduce yourself for me, by the way. My name is Anthony Williams. I'm from Liberia National Television. What's your name?
My name is Weko Goto Samula.
Okay, Mrs. Samula, how long have you been here?
I've been here for 10 years.
Oh, that's an entire decade. How does this evacuation notice? How do the message met you? When it came?
But it came to surprise, but we just have to go because of the poor property.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you around by sometime August, July last year when the AFL came and said they were giving an additional 1 year?
Yes, I was around.
Okay.
So we just have to go.
Okay.
But my own concern was the children at school.
Yeah.
Yes. But yesterday my children were forced to leave the school. Wow. They come. Now they laying the floor for me to go to my hall.
Okay.
So April 3rd will not meet me here.
February 3rd.
Yeah, February 3rd will not meet me here. I prepare to go.
Okay.
Now the people property.
Okay. I understand how it feels, obviously. You've been somewhere for 10 years and you got to go to a new place. It's quite unfortunate, but again, I like the way you're approaching it. I mean, that you're property, like you said.
Yes.
Okay. But any message at all you want to say out there for the government or anything?
I'm nothing I got to say there for me to leave.
Okay. Okay, Alma. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I guess the AFL will be happy that you are very cooperative with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I hope some of our friends will be there see.
Sure. Yeah, and I wanted to ask you if you have an advice for anyone who might want to resist and all of that.
There is no recession.
Okay.
we prepare to leave. And one of the good things is those are other people I was saying all the horse, not they sing, but those are other roof our own area, we should take it. Okay. So it will help me a lot. Okay. So I carry on my lane and do something with it there.
Okay. So at least for the 10-year period you were here for, at least you were able to try to secure a little land for yourself, right?
Yes. I got my own place. I build area there. Nana Lily, my flow. Putting two manpower there working. I was still sitting here. All my team left yesterday.
Okay. Thank you very much. You say your name was?
We call Kota Samula.
Okay, Mrs. Samula, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you too.
All right. So folks, you just listened to Mrs. Samula. She's actually a cooperative. She's, in compliance. And she says she's been here for an entire decade, but at least over the years, she's tried to secure a little spot for herself. And it's been worked on. Her kids will be in there. And the AFL has encouraged her to take some of the things that she added to their property, including the zinc. And she's happy that she can be able to take them and still make use of them at her own property. At the same time, encouraging other people who might want to resist, but obviously she made it clear, Masiami, she can't do nothing about it. Thank you very much, Madam Samula.
Thank you.
All right, so folks, let's go further, Masiami. I think that was really heartwarming.
Seriously, imagine, like she said yesterday, she got children from the school. Yeah. Had to transfer there into another school, and she was still able to acquire her own place, build her little 2 or 3 bedrooms for she and her family. So I think if others will be like that, then everything will be okay. But the law is the law. We cannot fight the government.
Yeah, a lot of folks have also been saying, if you can just focus on this, a lot of folks have also been saying that folks have been here for ages.
Yeah.
They've not been able to develop the place. In my mind, I've been thinking, I agree this property belongs to the army, but if you probably have done some very reasonable work on it, but some of these properties do not look like anyone have even touched them before, or they've like renovated them or anything. But again, you heard it from her. They ever have told them that whatever they have here, they can take them. They can take the zinc and all of that. So yes, Josh, you can also, speaking of evacuation, right here you see in the tricycle right here, they got stuff. They've already loaded the tricycle, or you can call it keke if you may. Already see my brother there. He's already putting the stuff outside. How you do? The guys, they are already putting their stuff out. They're already evacuating. They're leaving the neighborhood already. So basically that's it. If you look at this particular block right here, you're seeing the kids, they're seated already. Probably their family is also getting ready to evacuate the place. If you look further, the folks there are also removing the stuff and all of that. How you doing? How are you? She's I can see the anger in her, but it's fine. So basically that's it. Let's just go quickly to the end there and show you where the fellow is working. He's trying to remove some of the zinc so they can make sure we evacuate the place. But basically that's it. How you do, guys? So yes, Mashami, this is where the barricade is. You're seeing the barbed wire, and this is where we were earlier. We were standing somewhere along here, basically if you're looking at the 72nd Junction area, and then where this fellow is working along the house here is the barricade, and then it goes beyond the neighborhood, and it also goes that far. So let's just go that other way, because I don't see like a walking path there. So let's go that way quickly. How are you? So let's go further. I hope sound is okay, yeah?
Yeah, the sound is okay.
Yeah, so let's see if we can read some of the comments, at least since we've spoken to a few persons already.
Okay, so let's now go back to the comment section.
Yeah. Go to the comment section. Like I said, I just want to show you, probably let's go to the entry of this place, but this looks like a little camp that the AFL have set up. As you can look right here, if you look behind me, this looks what looks like a camp that the AFL have set up, and they have their vehicles in there, and they have camp beds, they have mattresses. Then this tells you that they're very intentional about this and they are ready to do some very serious work. Let's see if they can allow us in there, but let's go through the entry and see if we can show you. This is the famous 72nd Barracks football field. I once played football here when I used to live somewhere in 72nd.
I was in high school as well, yeah.
Very good. Yeah, if you lived here, it tells you obviously that this place is used to be the area of attraction. We play football here regularly, the famous 72nd football field. So I don't know if the soldiers will allow us in there, come to think of it, but this is their truck. Josh, if you can just zoom in a little bit, you're seeing the camp there. They've brought some camp beds. Yes, just zoom in a little bit. They've brought some camp bags, some of them are already lying there. They've already built what looks like a camp already, and of course this is where they are, and they're doing the work from within here. I mean, to barricade this place is quite some serious work, so obviously they have just set up a camp right here. So have a glance for yourself and see the soldiers there as they're working hard to ensure they can evacuate this particular place and of course have it to themselves. And then Josh will come back to the camp shortly, but let me show you just to give you an idea that residents here are obviously evacuating the place because it's vivid now, it's clear, no one has to tell you. Now look at these kids right here and look at the material, the belongings of some of the residents. See, some of the residents, they've brought their belongings outside already. Just whip the camera on the belongings and see the kids. They see the how you do, my man? Yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay, good. Where are you?
Ani Mark.
Any Mike? Mani Tuni here. Where are you? Bob. Where are you, baby?
Rejoice.
All right, Rejoice, Bob and Marco, yeah? All right, nice to meet you, yeah? So these kids and their family will now have to find a new destination, and they'll have to find new homes for these kids and probably new schools because of the new neighborhood they will be moving into. You never know. But this is what it is. I mean, this obviously has to happen. So maybe we can just go around the community a little bit quickly, Masami. We've seen the football field. We've seen where the soldiers have set up their camp. We are seeing residents removing their structures from within their communities. They're actually moving out, folks. It's actually happening. If you're seeing these young guys right here, they are taking their materials out. As you can look at them, they are removing this. So basically, folks, it's actually happening. It's actually happening. See the structures right here. They're all bringing them down. Basically, so just to show you guys. Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. So yes, another the red symbol is there also. AFL vacate. That's the property. This is the actual building. There's another one right here on the right hand side, also being evacuated. But let's go further, Masami, and yeah, let's go further. I mean, what I just saw with the kids, I don't want to say much, but it's kind of emotional.
Very emotional. Yeah, imagine changing your school, going to a new environment. Yeah, it's somehow emotional, seriously. But then that's it. They cannot do nothing about it. Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we're just walking in the community, taking a walk. We're just taking a walk in the community just to show you. There are folks who are still sticking around.
Yeah.
But basically, they have up to the 3rd of February. So that's like
there are some people. Anthony, Anthony, there are some people who will say that I won't see what the AFL will do.
You don't see the end, eh?
I won't see the end. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who are waiting for February 10th.
I mean, this place is an entire settlement. People have settled in here for ages. I mean, it's quite interesting to see.
And this place is almost like an estate, seriously, because when you see the houses, like an apartment.
Hello, Alma. Yeah, go ahead.
Like apartment. So I think we can just take a walk again or just use the other route.
Yes, that's probably, we use that route once. We can just use this one and go straight forward. Let's see. Basically, as we move on, we want to see who's willing to talk to us also. Josh, if you can just show the camera in there and zoom in a little bit. That particular place is completely empty, and it appears the residents in there have, left the place already. There's no sign of someone living in here. They've removed the zinc. They've removed the entire roof. We just see some abandoned, stuff belonging to them. So there's nothing in there. So this place is clear. The AFL now has this one to themselves. So yes, Josh, let's just go a little further. There's another one right here that also looks empty. No, this one is still occupied. Folks are still in there. How you do, guys? How are you, Alma? Okay. So the people say they come into a play. Let me talk to you small. Come closer for me, Josh. How are you?
All right.
My name Anthony. Where are
my name is Oyuto.
Oh, thank you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you preparing something, eh?
Yeah,
yeah, I know, right? yeah. In the meantime, you gotta save you moving on. Yeah. How long you been here?
I don't stay down here.
Okay. But I mean, how has life been since you've been here?
Life?
Yeah, how you been? How the hustle? How the up and down?
Hustle. Soon the morning, I take my GP on my GP. I can't sit down.
Yeah.
I look for food I eat.
Okay.
So you're my children and that got people, yeah.
They come and tell a plane, huh? How the news met you?
But the people they pay for that, not for me. Okay. I had right to move.
Yeah.
Okay. I get right to move and go to place.
So you've been renting here?
No, my husband like ATU.
Oh, your husband used to be ATU.
Yeah, thank you.
So that how you move here?
Nah, I can't here.
Okay.
So I'm not renting nothing. I'm not owing nobody. I move from here straight. I go straight to my house. Okay. And I go rent.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alma.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So that's it, man.
You come with my to talk free. Give me that. You go.
I'll get you something. Yeah, so that's it, Masiami. Just listen to her.
Yeah.
She's been here for some time. Like I said, this place, obviously, ex-soldiers, ex-combatants, they've been inhabitants of this place. And she just told you her husband used to be in the ATU. This is how she moved here. But basically, once she leaves this place, she's going to her house.
Yeah.
Her house somewhere.
So she was able to acquire a place for herself.
Definitely. Yeah. So, but you guys can go on. I obviously want to.
So you just listen to her. She said she was able to acquire her own place, and she's not renting yet. This place not belongs to her. So we'll interview more people. I will interview more people. So let's now go back to the comment section. Let's now read some of the comments. Yeah. Let's now read some of the comments. So Nancy Bala said, live somewhere for all these years and not only pain. It's very, very bad. Look at this building, man. So there are still more houses. There are more houses here. This place is almost like an estate. Yeah, it's almost like an estate. So I want to believe that majority of them they are not renting. They are not renting. Yeah, and this place is not belongs to them. This place belongs to the AFL. So the AFL have given them 14 days to vacate this place. So we are still here. Bringing you this live broadcast. So we'd like to encourage you to please share this live and invite others to watch along with you. So Lorena got to say, it's for true. So Dorita Wilson is watching. Dorita, thanks for watching. Elizabeth L. Clark School is watching. Elizabeth, thanks for watching. So Hawa says, so they have their own place. So obviously, you gotta get your own place.
Yeah, she was. I mean, but the funny part about it is, the other folks who were sitting around, were like kind of frowning when she was saying, I gotta leave the place, not for me.
That's the fact. That's the reality.
And they kind of angry with her for saying that. But basically, it's obvious. The place is in your place.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't get it. So come to think of it, yeah, she said her husband used to be in the army. That's why she moved here.
Yeah.
So let's assume the army was about to relocate her husband. Will she be having issues?
No.
You know, obviously.
No, obviously.
Or let's assume they retire your husband. You can still occupy the barracks.
Yeah.
So basically, that's it. But let's
so
go.
she were able to acquire a place for herself.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that was awesome, you know, of her. So and then she said, "I'll send my GB boy, my GB, unfortunately, yeah. But go ahead quickly. I want to make sure.
So Blamo, Jati Blamo said if the police were going to tell them to leave that place, they will see them join two other police. So Lucy Kamara is watching. Lucy, thanks for watching. Jerry B family is watching. Jerry, thanks for watching. Samuel Kanyo Richardson said, please check your. Okay.
Check what?
Emmanuel Rocha said, AFL, thanks for taking over. Okay, Emmanuel. Eunice said, belongs to her. So in Eunice, what do you mean belongs to her? Okay, so Eunice, thanks for making us understand. You mean all of them are not renting. So we don't know yet, but we'll be able to.
Be real, Masami. No one actually is renting here unless someone built a structure and start renting it out. But the actual old structures that you're looking at, the barrack structures that you're looking at, there isn't anyone paying rent for them. Yes, folks are just occupying them, but they're not paying rent. Basically, that's what it is. There isn't anyone paying rent for them. Yeah, so let's just go a little closer to the road where we come from. We're almost an hour into this video now since we started. It's precisely 51 minutes, Masami.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we have a 1 hour ultimatum before we leave here. So you got to follow.
1 hour and 30 minutes.
Yes, definitely we have to follow. So yeah, I mean, some of the folks are just sitting on their stairs. It's like sitting on the stairs and waiting for time. So yeah, well, let's be here and see how it ends or how it goes. It's just waiting for time. Yes, but let's just tour through the neighborhood. I wish the lady we just spoke to will send someone, so I really wanted to hear. And she said, y'all thought of me, y'all give me something. That's very interesting. You're telling me, and I want to give me something. So yes, some of the folks here have brought their materials out. You see them, they're selling, they're sewing, they have their machines, but they've brought all of them outside. See, all of the machines are outside. So I don't know. Yes, basically, if you see some of the machines out here, Josh, they brought all of them outside. How you do?
Yeah, hello.
Okay. Mami, we meet all the Japo, all I feeling also bro. Tell me.
Okay, man.
Yeah, but where name by the way?
S-Fire.
All right, Ebi Mani Anthony. Yeah. Nice to meet you. I understand how this feels. Obviously, I mean, nobody will feel cool about it. But again, you have to accept because of the conditions that come with it, don't you?
Of course, I do.
Okay. How long you been here?
It was 7 years now.
And you've been occupying one of these buildings?
Yes.
Okay, but what do you make of the fact that people are ready for that property now?
No, it is not bad. It's just like wasn't in the know of the particular time and date. That's all. Yeah, but everybody's happy. I think you see the movement, you see them because you get a lot of rumors outside there to all that we are escort back then. Yeah, when the people come, because the first people come and they feel they're going to pull out. Yeah. But they didn't do now. We said. cool. They can pass here, they speak to us, we speak to them.
Yeah,
So
and friendly, right?
Yeah, we're moving cool.
Okay.
Trust me.
So I guess probably before the 3rd of February.
We're moving gradually, as you can see. As I said, you can easy. We just keep moving, Yeah, but already waiting to move. Just at the time, it just shock everybody.
All right, AB, thanks for talking to me.
Yeah, man, I'm happy talking to people too. Yeah.
All right.
It's a pleasure.
All right, so that's Abraham. But AB is now doing a business outside. That's the unfortunate part about it. But thanks for talking to me. So, folks, that's it. You just heard it from him. The soldiers are friendly. They're talking to them. They're having conversation. And the way the news, according to him, the way the information was disseminated, a lot of them here are ex-combatants, so they'll resist the army. No, none of them is resisting, and they're happy that this is happening. So I mean, basically, but let's kind of check up. Let's see if anybody will be willing to talk to us here. How you do, family? How are you, sir? Okay, I see you guys look very quiet. I understand. But are you residents of this place?
Live here.
Oh, the 2 men live here?
Yeah.
Boss man, how are you? How long you been here?
I'm 6 years. Yeah.
6 years, eh? You're occupying one of the horses?
Yeah.
This one, eh?
The first thing.
Okay, by your name, by the way?
Francis.
Oh, Francis. All right, my name Tony anyway. Oh, you call me Anthony. I'm from ELBC.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, the way the people taking their property now, what do you make of it?
I thought that our government, when the people ready for the property, they can have it.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have given a long period of time.
Yeah.
They give us time to go, then we can go.
Okay.
Another able to find another community that will be able to live there too.
Sure. I'm too sure people in other communities are willing to host you. Are Liberia, man?
Yeah, we are Liberians.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to me, bro.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so that's it. Francis is also in compliance like everybody else, and he doesn't have a problem that the army wants to take their property. So basically, there you go. Check out more. So yeah, so we're back here on the football field where the army have their little, what looks like a base, basically. And this is where they're operating from. This is precisely where they're operating from, mapping the entire neighborhood, barricading the entire neighborhood, and making sure that, and the good part about it, like what Abraham just told me, they're not scaring anybody. They're just doing their work. They're passing around the neighborhood. They're talking to residents, and I mean, basically, it's peaceful. And I mean, no one is throwing stones at each other. No one is protesting. Everyone that we have spoken to, it's sounding very cooperative, and they're all in compliance with the evacuation process. So, I mean, basically that's it. Right here, we still have families, trying to remove their belongings from the houses, and you name it. So.
Still want drink?
Well, hey, you drink.
I drink.
That's the same. So I just basically just go around, the AFL barricade from that way. Let's just go around the AFL barricade from that way, and then we can come back and then walk along the road where it all started, and then we can bring this video to an end. It's been an hour now since we started, so we'd like to thank all of you who've been following, all of you who've been watching, who've been leaving your comments and following through on this video. Just on Tuesday we were here also, so having issues. and following through on this video. Yes, we're still here on the famous 72nd football field. This was like a sports center. They have the basketball court here, right here. I don't play basketball anyway, but we will come here usually. I used to live somewhere in the 72nd area, not precisely in the barracks here, but we will play football here on this field. It's another field right here. So basically this army is using the field itself to set up their military camp where they're operating from. Play football here on this field right here. So basically this army is using the field itself. Now some of the structures within the community itself are being demolished at the same time the folks are evacuating. Yes, but a lot of them we spoke to, they do not intend to stand in the way of the evacuation. A lot of them say they've got their own properties, and of course they will be moving to them. Obviously there will be some who do not have properties here or out of here that will be facing issues. But again, yes, there are those who claim they've got their own properties and they will be moving to this property. If you look at this one right here, they also placed the facade symbol February 3rd of this year. But the folks have already evacuated. They've demolished the structure. As you can see, it doesn't have a roof now. This used to be like what looks like an entertainment center, because I'm seeing the empty crates of beer just right on the balcony there. And the folks here are still busy, you know, removing the roof of all of these structures, demolishing these structures right here, right by my right hand side here. How you do, gentlemen? Okay, so the guys here. So all of these structures. Let me try and see if I can talk to her. Just let me talk to her quickly. How are you? How are you? I'm begging you, don't get bad with me, please. Can't tell me, can't tell me. So she says she's really traumatized. Is at the structure in here?
Yeah,
oh, including the entertainment center. Huh? Okay. I know, I understand how it feels. You have to leave after staying here for some time. But again, over here you say we must go, right?
But we frustrated. What we do now? What we do? Can't do anything.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, so
we have to go.
Okay, how long you been here?
I already going. The time I important again. I already going.
All right, but thanks for complying though. I think everyone else, including you. She's not interested to talk to me, but I said, folks, I mean, basically, they have to go. She said it's not important how long she made here. That's quite unfortunate. Speaking about friendship and coordination, I'm seeing the soldier and the lady walking together in the neighborhood. The other army man feeling making friends already. How are you? Yeah. So yes, like I said, how are you, sir? Like I said, how are you? They're very compliant. They're friendly. I don't get it how Liberians want to force with you or everything, eh? So yes, I think we came this way already, but let me show you this quickly, Josh. You can go at that end. Yes, let's go at that end. Or probably I can show you if you look at, if you just zoom in a little bit, Josh. They're also removing that other structure, also. And then I just want to come here and show you the end of the barricade, Masami. This is the exit, one of the exits. If you exit in the neighborhood, you go in. Hello. What do you want to say, baby? What did man say?
He said when the people can ask, I should say the things that are going on are certified, and I'm not certified. It's not that we're not having hard support. The relationship built, all I say is already consistent that everyone should be together. But there are many people going New Georgia, many people going Fenner, some people going Mount Bagley, and I feel like that.
And all your friends coming move on side you, right?
Yeah.
Or you coming move on side all your friends?
Yeah, and some of us is fire, some of us stay schooling.
Yeah.
It's not that we not get horse or thing, but it's just the relationship built. Or like my friend, before she can't do me the money, she have to pay her way.
Sure.
So how long have you spent here?
As for me, I don't really know, but I can't tell already.
Well, you got your friends here, you can count it anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you've been missing your friend, and because all of them come and go.
Yeah.
Any?
I'm vaguely in Josh.
Okay, I know it's a difficult situation to handle vaguely, but I know eventually by time you will get over it, huh?
Oh,
that's all I can say for you. But thanks for talking to us.
Sure.
All right. Wow. That was a tough one from her, and I think I kind of side with her, Masiami. Most of the kids here are obviously schooling. They've made families, they've made friends, relationships, and all of that. And she's very smart. Yeah, she sounds very smart. She's like, we've built good relationship with our friends. We'll be leaving all of them and going to different places and all of that. But over time she will get over it, basically. Yeah, basically she'll get over it. So yes, demolition continues. You're seeing the folks there. Josh, focus while your work is going on. So this is the exit. As you can see, you can go out of the neighborhood from here. This place you could go out of the neighborhood from here. You could go out of the neighborhood from here, but it's been barricaded, so you can't exit the neighborhood from here. If I stand right here, just if you look here, before you could just walk from that side, from behind you there, and just walk past and go to the red light inn, but they've barricaded this place, so basically you can't make your way out of the neighborhood from here. So that's exactly what's going to happen when this entire place gets barricaded. Basically you have no option but to leave, because you can't exit the neighborhood and you wouldn't want to be stuck into one place. So yes, but again, what we're looking at, there's compliance. Lots of the residents are leaving the estate or the barracks. They're evacuating the place, they're demolishing their structures, and they're actually leaving. So we're going to make our way back to our vehicle. It's been an awesome coverage, basically touring the Ramrod Barracks, or famously known as the 72nd Barracks. Josh, I understand how you feel, but trust me, a lot of the people here also aren't feeling cool about what's going on. So we don't want to, irritate anyone by showing camera in their faces, basically where the work is going on, and then we could also talk to who's willing to talk to us. And once the person is not interested, you don't have to show the camera in their direction. So let's just basically go back to the vehicle. It's been like an hour now since we started. Let me see. 1 second, Josh. 1 second. Yeah, it's been an hour now since we started, so we're basically going to go right back at the vehicle, and then we can walk along the road and just show some of the work, and then we can call it a day. But thanks for watching, and thanks for leaving your comments, Masami. I guess. Straight to the comment section.
Straight to the comment section.
Sorry? Oh, you got a problem? You care to talk to me? Sure, come, George. Let's talk to him. He's willing to talk to us. That's it. You just got to ask if the person is interested. You don't want to aggravate people. How are you? Yeah, this one is hard, bro. So you say we're doing what in the area?
No, I feel like walking around. I know journalists to be inquisitive people.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So, introduce yourself for me.
News. I'm Jimenez and Grube, and one of the residents of the area, and the official spokesperson of this barrack.
Oh, really? Oh, what a coincidence. So yes, what do you know? What is there that we need to know from you as the official spokesperson?
Our coming here was not done dubiously.
Okay.
We came here as personnel of the Executive National Safety Unit under the then former President Charles Taylor.
Okay.
Having concluded our training in 1998. And also, prior to our arrival, there were RDPs here, and they were misbehaving in terms of like de-roofing the buildings and transacting, and that was right after the war. So they instructed us upon our graduation to come and take care of this place and maintain it.
Okay.
So we've been here for the past years, and so That's why it has been like until the government left from power. In the buildings that were affected by the RDPs, the internally displaced at the time, we use our discretion and have them renovated on behalf of the government too. So that, because when no matter how strong a building is, when it's exposed to rain, wind and water, it damages. So we make sure that we're able to protect the buildings. So, and we are here up to the time in more recent time when the government came and said that we should vacate.
So how has it been residing here, especially coexisting with residents in this particular neighborhood?
It has been okay. It is true and correct that we've been interacting with the Ministry of National Defense. Sometime of last year, they called the committee, the leadership of this particular camp when we met with the defense staffs, and they told us, asked us the way forward because they want their place. So what's the way forward? We told them, well, if you have to ice me water, my intention is to disrupt or prevent the process. I would say no. If you were to ice me, my intention is to ignore or reject the instruction from government. I would say no, because I've been part of a government. I know why it is. Our problem has been like peaceful departure and honorable departure from out of here, because when the group of individuals that work with a government, even if the government in which they have been working with is no longer active, and the fact that government is continuity, it becomes the responsibility of that government to take care of the people, because government is just the people. And also I know that this government is responsible, and our plan has been like ensuring that look, these guys have been here even no long, but it deserves some level of respectful departure, and that you can look, Mama, look, you take the little transportation, get out, because you have been here long now and we need a place. Our intention is not to say no to government, because it wouldn't work well, because we cannot challenge the government because they own the property. But we just need respectful departure. That has been our plight.
So I understand, but now that it is the way it is now, have you reached out to the necessary stakeholders, like probably submit something like a petition, because the evacuation is already happening?
Yeah, the problem is that we've met with our lawmaker.
Sir, go ahead.
We met with our lawmaker, and we explained to her the way forward. And but we will continue to remain peaceful despite the urgency attached there too.
Sure, definitely.
Because there is a military operation, because we have been in a military circle too. So we cannot say no to the instruction, but few people left from here have just come from work, and I understood that they want to meet with the lawmaker to see how best they can do some engagement.
Sure.
But this is our government, regardless of our sub-political divisional background, our political connections and so. When elections are ongoing, particularly,
definitely.
But when election is conducted and concluded, and the head of state is pronounced, it becomes the president of every individual within a particular country. So it is with our current president. So on behalf of the people of this barrack, we are appealing that we just be respectfully departed from out of here. That's what we need. Look, you have to take the little, some transport yourself and go. So because development, I'm aware that comes with pains, so, but we just want that harmonious departure, that respectful departure. We are not coming over specify some say, look, you got to give up 4,000 or 5,000, and no. The people have been here long. We know some of them want to go in, but maybe they want to go here and there. Or you take a little sum, look, my man, you pay your way and go. Or maybe you get like 3 months, 4 months, and you try to get yourself somewhere for like 6 months and try to readjust yourself to something. And I know that the government is capable of doing that. And the government is equipped financially to help its citizens. If there was a natural disaster, it becomes the government responsibility to attend to its citizens when they are natural disaster. I'm not saying this situation is a natural disaster. It's almost something like related to. If they came and that was 2 weeks, and you must get out within 2 weeks. it came abroad, although we have been in previous negotiations. Though.
Yeah, I almost asked you, there were a time when we came here, and there was like an entire year grace period given. Even in previous governments, there were several attempts and all of that.
Yeah, so we are aware sometimes of somebody on and off stuff. Okay. But I think my advocacy on behalf of the people is that we should be respectfully and responsibly, taken from out of this place, because we came by the instruction of the head of state of the previous government.
Is there anyone who wants to be vehement about the evacuation that you know about, since you are familiar with the place?
No, not really, because we have control of the people to some extent. Okay. The reason is that we've been communicating with them that resisting will not be the rightful decision, and because they are on our instruction, because we are heading the barrack, and I speak for the barrack. They have the chair and other people there. They have gone to meet with our lawmakers. Okay. So I think we told them to be very much peaceful, to be more submissive, because in time like this, sometimes if people misbehave, the reflection gets on the leadership. Sure. And at our level, as mature as we are, we wouldn't like to go that route though. So we are working in collaboration with the authorities that are on ground and making sure that the instructions are implemented. In the same vein, we'll continue to tell the government, say, look, we are you too and you are us. Sure. So please look at us as one of yours, your citizens, and just make us to know that we have been doing some good, maintaining the barrack. So look, gentlemen, you guys did well. Transportation, please get out of here. There's the time frame. I think that's what we are thinking about.
So the platform is yours to send your appeal. We can speak for you. But again, since the process has started, let's talk about the conduct of the soldiers. Are they welcoming? Are they cooperative? I mean, obviously, I only see them barricading the place, basically, but I don't see them enforcing or like asking anyone to leave or doing stuff. Like, how has it been since they arrived?
Yes, in the military, they got a show of force. In the military, they get certain things in the military called show of force. Okay. In military, when you talk about show of force, is where the military man will come and appear with dressed up in his army uniform, he got a gun, and they give you the instruction, but will not be forceful, but will continue to be around and tell you that what we are saying is factual. They have not been brutal, they have not been physical in approaching us. Okay. But the fact that I know why it is when military personnel are around in the midst of civilians, there are serious differences between the military and the civilians. Sure. So another thing is that the barricade of the place, but one of the main roads that leads to American Fee outside the barrack, they lack it too. It means that only one way out, in and out. So we thought that they would have understood that the fact that we are still around for the grace period shown, they would have created entry and exit, that we can get out at the back and come in until the time shown elapse. But we only get one entry and exit. We're using one route now. That another way of psychological intimidation, because you only get one way in and one way out. But the physical aspect, no. We are normal, and we've been interacting with them. We sit together and do things together because we've been in the system too. So they are not being forceful, really.
All right. Thank you very much. Like I said, my name is Anthony, and I think this was one of the most honest interviews I've had since I've been coming here. But the platform is open. I guess probably the authorities will hear you out, and if they want to look into your appeal. But basically, it was nice talking to you. What did you say your name was again?
My name is Jiminy N. Gube, and I am the official spokesperson of this particular barrack. I hope that our highest authority, which is the president, will listen, and other surrounding authorities too will listen, because we are peaceful and will remain peaceful, even if they fail to, which I know that they're winning, because we are there and they are us. So, but I can promise them that we will not be violent in the process. The beginning is peaceful, and we will continue to be peaceful.
And you also stay in compliance, right?
We are in compliance. Okay. It's just that, like I just told you, but we are in compliance. Okay. I'm preparing for the departure, but equally adding an appeal.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
So, folks, thanks for watching, but let's just walk to the vehicle and then we can bring this to and see you around. Excuse me, fam. All right, folks. So yes, you just heard him. He's one of those who have lived here for quite a while and explaining, a whole lot there, but mostly appealing to government. In his own words, he was hoping that the government would just say, guys, let's smarten up your way. Interestingly, but this has been a long time coming. Several governments have made several attempts to evacuate residents from this place, but to no avail. So basically, this time around, the AFL have taken another approach, which seems to be very effective from the way they are carrying out the process. But we've been going around the neighborhood showing you some of the happenings. Residents are leaving, folks are packing off, folks are demolishing their structures. Others are sounding very cooperative, of course. They're in compliance with the process. And there are those who are appealing, like the fellow we just spoke to, and calling on the necessary authorities to see if they can intervene. So yes, basically we just go right by the vehicle. And Josh, you might want to show the cam again what the AFL have set up to do their work. You might want to yes, thank you. It's one of the soldiers, quite a young looking one also. Hello, sir.
So
I'm closer to the car.
So I would like to encourage you to share this live broadcast as we interview a few people of this resident.
For this barrack, this year, our family are Bible. We will take it to the Lord.
So let's now go to the comment section. So Mike Kulason said the people should be collecting some money for appreciation. So Roosevelt Chroma said development comes with pain. Development comes with pain. Yes, of course, life is some of the people's favor.
So he's the administrator.
Yeah, he can come.
He come in, then you will get.
So folks, before we sum this up quickly, we just want to give an opportunity to one of the residents here who claim to have a private property that, in his word, the army is encroaching on, which we cannot independently verify, but he has to give us proof that the army has encroached on his property. But basically, we want to just hear from him. So, sir, just a minute. We don't have all the time. You might want to run us through quickly the concern that you have before we leave. Introduce yourself.
Yes, standing before you, I'm Abraham Barber, one of the administrators for the interesting of the late Johnny Tomon Arab Barber.
Where is your property located? Is it within the confines of the barracks?
My property is located in the confines. We own the whole property. We about 50 some acres of land here.
Does it include the barracks owned by the AFL?
Yes, exactly so.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but I guess you are handling your issue at the highest level, probably at the level of the courts, are you?
Yes. Right now, I already informed my lawyer. And we already filed a complaint to the Ministry of National Defense.
Okay.
And my complaint is there. Definitely, when I hear my complaint, I'm going straight to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yes.
So, are you? So, since you claiming this property belongs to you,
yes,
are the residents here on this property, have they been renting or paying to you?
No, they was not renting from me. It's true that the barrier had a property here, but while they are going distance is now where their properties is located.
Also, you're trying to say the current property the army is barricading is theirs, but they're going somewhere else that isn't theirs?
That does not belong to them.
Okay, so where is that precisely?
Thank you very much. I can easily take you there, you see the place, and I have the map. The barrier only 8 acres of land here.
Okay.
8 acres of land here. And the street is there. The street over there is dividing the private property and the government property, the AFL property.
So there is a street that divides both property?
Let me show you there.
How far is it?
Just a distance before you get to the junction.
Okay, so let's just walk there. Send me, just bring the car, then we get in the car. But George, you can just show something I also wanted to show you folks. 1 second, just go there. Something I wanted to show you. As you can see, this truck belongs to the army. Just hold on a little bit. This truck belongs to the army, and they're also helping residents to leave the barracks. As you can see, they are loading belongings of residents into this particular vehicle, this particular truck, and they are helping the residents to evacuate the barracks. So basically, the army is not only here to barricade their property, but they're also assisting those who are residing here in the 72nd or Camp Ramrod Barracks to evacuate the barracks. They're helping them to take their belongings out of the barracks. So as you can see behind me, these are residents, these are folks who have been residing in the neighborhood, and they're loading their belongings into the truck belonging to the AFL, and the AFL is helping them to evacuate the community. So once you identify your spot, once you show the army where you stay, they get to bring their truck, they get to take your belongings to your new residence for you. So let's go handle that issue quickly. There is an individual who is claiming that the barricade belonging to the army has gone into his property, but basically we just want to highlight that and then we can leave. But we're only here to focus on an issue belonging to or the issue regarding the AFL evacuating residents from the barracks. Now, basically, we just want you to show us. So we're not joining you in your investigation, actually. So earlier we were there. We saw where the demarcation is. You just have to show us where they've gone into your property, and then that issue can be addressed at the highest level. We can only highlight it for you.
Yes, sir. Okay, very much.
So are there so folks, you can see here some of these structures have already been cleared. The evacuation continues, but these claims, these are just claims that will be addressed eventually, that necessarily do not yes, sure, thank you. So yes.
Thank you very much. Here was a demarcation.
George.
Yes. Georgie Khan. And all that thing while I'm speaking, I get document for A. Here was a demarcation between the private property and the barrier property.
Right here.
Yeah. This was the street. It was a 15-foot alley. It was a 15-foot alley. This area, it was a 15-foot alley.
This particular place?
Yes, it was a 15-foot alley between the private property and the government property. And after Captain Jali, the late Colonel Jali was yes a commander. The lady that owned this place, Martha Morgan, She bought the project way in the 70s.
Okay.
And before the 70s, before the barrack came, they also can't take away from where they were constructing the door, constructing the place here.
Okay.
You see, we're going down to see when after the construction, they build the door, not enough.
All right.
The hard door went and built the sea down there.
All right.
And you get me? At that time, my father working on the door government. My father was a bassa corner for the whole of the Mosurado County.
Okay.
And you get me? I wish I've got a hard document for it that can prove yes, this is the boundary. On the side, it's not for them.
All right.
It is not for them.
So right here,
yeah,
at this last building,
yeah, you see the building in la?
Yeah.
Here was the street. The street was here. The street was here. You see that house over there?
Yeah.
Small of it in the street. Here they used to put their power wire fence. And when you go there, my brother, you will see the old iron. You will see the old iron, the point. You will see it there.
Okay.
And you get me? And after the barrel was here, all the citizens were living here. One of the former generals bought up there, one general Pay, Justin Pay. He bought up there down there. He listened with the Smith there, one of the General Smith, Edward Smith.
Sure.
His son Renner is a U.S. Marine in America. He was a general here.
So so thanks for all of those that you are saying.
Yes.
So let's get to the point.
Yes, sir.
So your claim here is that
yes.
what actually is your claim?
My claim here is they play where they try to invade the people, barricade from the boundary line to 72nd junction to the junction. Yeah. It's not for them.
So from here to 72nd, it's actually yours.
Yes.
So and then like I said, obviously we can only highlight this for you.
Yes.
But we cannot independently verify this.
Yes.
So basically, have you probably written your complaints or reached out to the higher authority?
Thank you very well, my brother. I always wrote my complaint to Ministry of National Defense.
Okay.
From there, I wrote my complaint to Liberia Land Authority.
Okay.
Because if you say somewhere is on your property, nobody above the law. And we are not running military government. We are running democratic government. When someone is pushing into your property, go through the Liberia Land Authority.
That's why we went through the authority.
Yes, we go through the Liberia Land Authority. In fact, if I go to get people's citation, oh yes, we can for government, but the fact should be established. Here is our deed. Your control, your survey.
Okay.
Hey, get me when you put people barricade, just say that war with fighting. You barricade him up here. What have you no place to go? My brother, you read that?
No, but listen. Basically, once you have your claims,
I have my claim.
I want to assume that once your claims are accepted, they might launch an investigation and probably get to you.
Yes, sir.
So we appreciate that you've raised this concern.
Yes, I already
highlight your concern.
Yes, I already raised a concern on the minister now because the minister property is down here.
Right.
But I met the deputy minister through my lawyer.
Okay.
They said that they were going to come here today to see how to do some.
They've reached out to you.
Yes.
All right,
so we are waiting
much.
for them. If they don't come today, tomorrow, Monday, we're going upstairs.
All right, cool. So thank God. Sorry, sir.
The law is the law.
You invited me to talk to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. So thank God that you said you've heard from them already.
Yes.
And I guess they will reach out to you for.
I'm waiting for them.
Okay.
I'm waiting for them.
You said they promised you they will be here.
Yeah,
right?
they will be here. I'm waiting for them.
Okay, cool. But thanks for highlighting
I'm waiting
this.
for them.
We don't know what the actual demarcation is.
Yeah.
So we can say
I have my money. I have my D. Did I say I had D? Your own brother, you know how document for.
Okay.
And you get me.
What did you say your name was again?
I'm Abraham Baba, one of the administrator of the International as well. Arab Baba.
And this particular portion is part of
estate.
Okay.
It should have property here.
All right. Thank you.
They are 8.5 acres. Okay. And the 8.5 acres, when we do the calculation, it comes to 32 acres or less, but not 32 lots, but not acres.
All right.
So do your calculation.
Okay. Thanks for talking to us, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, folks. Thank you.
They can always use that one. Use the 3 million to deport a statement.
So, folks, that's right here. Thanks for joining. My colleague Masami and Ashi have already boarded the car. She looks very exhausted. It's been a long day anyway. Just to bring you up to speed as to new developments regarding the evacuation process of residents from the 72nd Barracks. Come to think of it, once it comes to land issues, there will obviously be cases coming up. There will be folks raising concerns about encroachment and other issues. So, obviously, the government of Liberia Liberia will handle a situation of this nature in the best way possible. I understand how he feels once it comes to your property, but again, we just wanted to give him the opportunity to make his claims. But then again, he said he has reached out to the necessary authority and they have promised him that they will reach out here and do the necessary calculation. The soldiers who are doing this work are working under instructions, and I mean, basically you can't tell them how to do their jobs, but they're working under authority. We are in the barracks. We show you the evacuation process. Families are leaving. The army itself is helping to evacuate some of the residents, all the residents. Once you identify your place, the soldiers get to take your belongings for you and move you out to your new location. They have trucks here in the barracks. They'll set up a command center here in the barracks where they are operating from. I came here with my colleague Masiami Kone. Just the other day, Josh and I were here on Tuesday, and Sam drove us here to this particular location. We'd like to say thanks for watching. We might come here if there are any new developments.